I'm Latoya Burrows, and this is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. Coming up in the news, back-to-school events held to get community children prepared for new school year, and ASI elects new officers for the Atlantic Caribbean Union. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. I'm Latoya Burrows. Thanks for joining us for this week's Adventist News. This past Sunday, the pastor and members of the Maranatha Seventh-day Adventist Church held its inaugural Back to School Fun Day on the church grounds located on Prince Charles Drive. Over 150 children participated in the event that catered not only to the physical needs but the spiritual needs as well. Youth from the neighboring communities enjoyed the day in bouncing castles and were gifted with snacks and backpacks filled with school supplies. The girls were able to have their hair braided and the boys received haircuts, while the adults received health screenings for high blood pressure and cholesterol. The members of the church, along with the persons from the community, played games while being treated to an array of tasty foods. Last weekend, the Inter-American Division's Adventist Laymen's Services and Industries, ASI, held its convention at the Atlantis Resort Paradise Island. The conference saw over 500 plus individuals from around the world attending. One of the pivotal moments from this event was the election of officers for the Atlantic Caribbean Union ASI chapter, which was led by Pastor James Daniels, an IAD Vice President, and ASI IAD Secretary. The newly elected officers include Mr. Isaac Colley of ASI Abaco, who was elected as President of ASI ATQ, along with officers Mrs. Elvira Higgs, ASI South Bahamas, who was elected to serve as General Vice President. Ms. Corinda Swain of ASI North Bahamas was elected as the Public Relations Officer. We say best wishes to Elder Ian Green Sr., former president of the ASI ATQ, and his outgoing administration, and we congratulate the newly elected officers as they seek to allow God to use them to continue to share Jesus in the marketplace.
Under the theme Reaching Millennials, the Paradigm Shift, the South Bahamas Conference Ministerial Department presents ALERT, Advanced Leadership, Evangelism, and Retention Training, September 13th through 15th, 2019, at the National Training Agency on Gladstone Road. Be engaged by presentations such as Leading the Church in a Changing World, Evangelizing CEOs, Ministry in the Marketplace, The Art of Building Great Relationships, Bridging the Gap Between Boomers and Millennials, Ministry via Social Media, The Church, the Most Effective Advocate of Human Rights, and more. Special guest presenters will be Dr. Jesse Wilson, Enoch Paulson, and our very own Ministerial Director, Pastor T. Basil Sturrow. ALERT, Advanced Leadership, Evangelism, and Retention Training, September 13th through 15th, 2019, at the National Training Agency on Gladstone Road.
Welcome back to your Adventist News. Here are some of the activities coming up in the South Bahamas Conference. A back-to-school revival will be held by the Youth Department of our conference on August 30th and 31st, 2019, at the Message of Hope Church on Wolf Road under the theme, Make Your Move. The guest speaker will be Pastor Vandian Griffin, the Associate Youth and Young Adult Director in the North American Division of Seventh-day Adventists. All students are invited to attend. Coming up in a few weeks, the Ministerial Department of our conference presents ALERT, Advanced Leadership, Evangelism, and Retention Training on September 13th through the 15th, 2019 at the National Training Agency on Gladstone Road. In conjunction with the Strategic Evangelism Plan for the South Bahamas Conference, ALERT will provide specialized training to show our members how to use a variety of methods to effectively share the gospel. Under the theme, The Paradigm Shift, Reaching Millennials, the meetings will lay the foundation needed to enhance the church's ability to minister more effectively in the 21st century. Guest presenters for the event will be Dr. Jesse Wilson and Enoch Paulson. along with local pastors and laymen from the South and North Bahamas conferences. Find out more about registration by calling our conference headquarters. The Women's Ministries Conclave for the South Bahamas will be held on October 18th and 19th, 2019, under the theme God's Beloved Daughters, Rescued, Redeemed, Restored, and Released. Women are asked to plan now to be a part of this one-of-a-kind worship experience. This event is free to all women, so inquire now with your local church leaders and be there. Dr. Arthur Chadwick, Biology and Geology Director at Southwestern Adventist University, will be the guest speaker for the Faith and Science Lecture Series to be held October 24th to the 26th, 2019. Lectures will be held on the 24th and 25th at the University of the Bahamas, and a Creation Sabbath celebration will take place on Saturday, October 26th, to bring the series to a close. Please save these dates and be sure to support. For more information on these events and more, visit our conference website at www.southbahamasconference.org, where you can view the news as well as other programming, read the weekly logos, or please feel free to call our headquarters at 242-341-4021.
Light bill is due. Phone bills must be paid. And that important business meeting is tomorrow. That headache you have and the racing of your heart is due to stress. According to WebMD, stress is your body's natural response to changes in your body, your thoughts, and your environment. Situations and pressures that cause stress are known as stressors. Stressors are not always negative, like a busy work schedule, but stress can also be caused by positive events, such as getting married or going to college. Not only can stress be external, it can also be internal, like worrying about something that may or may not happen. Stress varies from person to person. Speaking in front of a crowd may be a stressor for some, but for others, it may be a breeze. Symptoms of emotional stress includes change in eating habits, difficulty making decisions, and sleeping more than usual or having trouble sleeping. Symptoms of physical stress includes frequent colds and infections, chest pain, rapid heartbeat, and upset stomach. Symptoms of cognitive stress includes constant worrying, inability to focus, and forgetfulness. To prevent stress, accept that there are some events that you just cannot change. Exercise regularly because your body can fight stress better when it's fit. Get enough rest and sleep so your body can have time to recover from stressful events. Make time for your interests and learn to say no to requests that will cause excessive stress in your life. This has been Parisha Ferguson with your health tip, courtesy of Adventist Television. And remember, God wants us to prosper and be in good health.
We go now to our news feature from around the world with the Adventist News Network.
Thank you so much for joining us this week.
Reports estimate that more than 15,000 people were heavily affected by a fire that swept across the densely populated slum in Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh.
The fire left 3 people injured and more than 2,000 houses damaged beyond repair. The local government has been working to place people in temporary shelters.
Assistant Emergency Response Management Officer for the Adventist Development and Relief Agency in Bangladesh, Victor Boydia, says thousands of families are now homeless and are in need of non-food items such as mosquito nets, clothes for children, cooking materials, and more. The need is overwhelming, especially for children. Parents are telling us they also want pillows and mattresses so their children can sleep at night.
To avoid duplication of relief aid services, ADRA in Bangladesh has begun a needs assessment. They are in constant communication with local authorities to ensure operations go smoothly. More information will be provided as it is available.
Hope Channel International is launching a new weekly television program entitled Revival for Mission that will premiere on Friday, September 6th. Hosted by President of the Seventh-day Adventist World Church, Ted N.C. Wilson, and the President of Hope Channel International, Derek Morris. The Revival for Mission program will explore ways people are serving their communities. The mission-focused television series will highlight both the value and impact of mission work through interviews with individuals currently engaged in mission. The program will also feature a monthly field episode where Wilson will be on location, sharing inspiring stories of people who are actively engaged in mission around the world. Revival for Mission will encourage engagement with viewers through its website, hopetv.org/revivalformission. Viewers can also write in to ask questions and share comments and download free resources from the show.
That brings us to the end of our Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. Please feel free to share what is happening at your church by sending us your news stories and upcoming events. Email them to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com or call our media department at 242-341-4021. To view a rebroadcast of the Adventist news along with other programming, or to keep in touch with what's happening in our conference, please visit the conference website and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook pages. On behalf of our production team of Adventist Television, Channel 658, have a happy Sabbath. Thank you for watching this week's broadcast. I'm Latoya Burrows for the SBC Media Network.